Tonight, prosecutors in Alabama are trying to decide whether to move forward with a grand jury indictment against this woman, Marshae Jones, who miscarried after she was shot in the stomach during a fight in the parking lot of a Dollar General store.
This is why I train in martial arts.
Where them kicks at? Where them hands? Where them holes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying?
So do you, internet, remember thinking that I was being ridiculous, crazy, wimpy, sexist, racist, anything that you could possibly say as an insult? Less of a man, too much of a man, who knows? Because I was talking about what techniques can you use if a pregnant woman attacks you? What techniques can you use to not hurt the pregnant woman? What techniques can you use so that you can defend yourself against a pregnant woman and not hurt the baby? Because pregnant women can attack people. I mean, people can attack people. Most pregnant women don't attack people. Most people don't attack people. So what if you're attacked by a pregnant woman and you have to defend yourself? What's the least amount of damage that can be done to her and the unborn child? So you thought I was ridiculous, and now what's in the news is a story of a woman who got shot in the stomach when she was pregnant. And the person that shot her, another woman, is not being charged because the grand jury feels like it's self-defense. Now do you think I'm so ridiculous? Who knows? Maybe if the woman who shot had some martial arts training and knew what type of techniques you can use on pregnant people to protect yourself, then maybe she wouldn't have felt like she had to shoot. Now, I saw a couple of other journalists. I'm not going to go through the trouble to try to find their names. And even if I did, I don't want to throw shade at them. But it was two journalists I saw that said, it's ridiculous that she would shoot someone because how would you be able to kill somebody with your bare hands? You can kill someone with your bare hands. And if they are intent on destroying you, you may not be able to do anything depending on if their rage and strength just outmatches what you can give back. That's why people take a martial arts class, so they can counteract that raw force, that raw aggression that comes from someone else. And also, wouldn't it be nice if people could know how to fight unarmed so they wouldn't feel the need to go to a weapon? Now guess what? That woman felt the need to go to a weapon. She was attacked. She didn't start it. All the evidence that's available shows that the pregnant woman started the altercation. Now, I am aware her family said that she didn't, but that's not what the law thinks. See, it's all about what the law thinks. It's not even necessarily about right or wrong, in my opinion. It's about what is lawful and what is unlawful. What I would like to do is bring it to a point where, regardless of what's lawful or unlawful, can we protect ourselves with doing the least amount of damage to a person? Or if we have to do damage, can it not lead to kill? If it has to lead to kill, then can we at least, it's got to be something where there was just no other choice. I feel like if you just go from zero to gun, sometimes, yes, you should go from zero to gun. But if it's just an altercation between two people, you may not have to go from zero to gun. Here are two things you need to know. Number one, somebody can kill you just by punching you one time. Okay, and number two, if you start a fight with some people, depending on who you are and who they are, they may be able to shoot you. Okay, so in this story, if you want to know what I think because you want to try to project all your agendas on me, this is what I think. I think if the grand jury says that the shooter shouldn't be charged, they've probably got pretty good reason to say that. And also, I do think that losing the baby was punishment enough. I don't know about charging her with manslaughter in the case of the baby. I feel like the baby died. That should be enough pain right there. But if she started to fight, yes, it's her fault for starting to fight while she's pregnant. But then again, what was her mental health at the time? Do we know what her mental health was at the time? So maybe she's not necessarily responsible, even if she is at fault. You see what I'm saying? But regardless, I'm not making the decision. The only thing I'm telling you right now is I was not so crazy and off the mark when I was talking about defending yourself against pregnant women. And I'm not crazy and off the mark when I'm telling you, and I put together the playlist that's going to be linked below this video about how you can defend yourself against women attacking you. What if there's a larger pregnant woman or attacks a small man? Would he be able to get away with shooting her? Before this, no. Absolutely not. I don't think so. But now, this may set a precedent. You never know. You may hear about a guy shooting a woman that attacked him because he felt like his life was in danger. What if it's a very old gentleman? What if it's an elderly gentleman and he gets attacked by a woman? I'm just going to say this, and then I'm going to close. I can now say I've trained people who are elderly. And I can also say that even elderly people, depending upon their individual health, it's more about your individual health than necessarily how old you are, per se. I can teach them to improve themselves so that they may not have to necessarily reach for a weapon when it comes to self-defense. Wouldn't it be nice if we could teach people how to defend themselves unarmed instead of armed? And let's not get it twisted. I'm not anti-gun. I'm not. I'm not anti-gun at all. But I feel like I am certainly not going to be allowed to carry a gun, even though I am allowed to carry a gun. Effectively, socially speaking, I am not allowed to carry a gun where I live because I looked up the laws and I can't take it any place I really need it, except maybe to work. And then I go to work, they got a sign up that says you can't bring a gun in here. So I really can't carry it. So what am I going to do? And then they're going to go, you big man, you don't need no gun. Like I'm Superman or something. So you got to be able to defend yourself. Even though we have Second Amendment rights, we know that in practice they're not applied to everyone. I'm not even going to get into why. If you have eyes and you have a brain and you're an American, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But regardless of how big I am or what ethnic group I am or what my gender is, I still need to be able to defend myself. So I learned to defend myself. And now I can teach other people to defend themselves without necessarily having to go to gun. And what if the gun jams? And what if you drop the gun? You need another thing to fall back on. To me, that's martial arts, and in particular, my style, Cecil martial arts. So I'm going to look real close, and I'm going to tell you, I was not tripping when I told you that pregnant women can attack you very, very badly, so that apparently someone felt like she had to shoot someone. So thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share it to people that talk about the martial arts. My condolences goes out to that baby that lost life before he or she even had a chance to live it in peace.